How was your trip to Jazz Fest?
Oh, great. I had a wonderful time. Wonderful food, great music, good people.
That's great. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, everything was great. Well, almost everything.
What do you mean?
It was my first time in New Orleans and I was with a good friend of mine. One night he brought me to a place in what I felt was a sort of scary part of town. He had grown up in New Orleans, so he was pretty much an expert on things. The place we were at, so he said, had some of the best po' boy sandwiches anywhere.
Po' boy? Poor boy.
Poor boy?
So you were getting a sandwich, anyway?
Yes. So I got a sandwich. It was pretty tasty and I was enjoying it. Everyone was sort of looking at me in the places I sort of didn't look the part. Definitely, I looked like I was from out of town.
Well, you do have a box for a head.
Yes, well, a box on my head anyway.
Continue.
So after eating this huge sandwich, I realized I was gonna need to poo before we left. I went to the bathroom and, to my disappointment, there was not a lock on the door.
Uh-oh.
I knew I wasn't going to make it back, despite the bathroom, so I decided to proceed with speed. I deposited a pretty sizable load and as I was cleaning up someone started banging on the door. And yelling.
Yelling?
Yes. Yelling. They sounded a bit inebriated and they were talking about needing to use the bathroom. I cut my losses and started put myself back together just as he pushed the door open. As soon as he saw me he started screaming, "Oh shit. This guy done fucked up the bathroom."
What did you do?
I gave the toilet a mercy flush, which did nothing to alleviate the situation, and walked out into the dining room. Everyone in the place was looking at me as I came around the wall. The man in the bathroom was still yelling and the only thing I could think to do was to tell my friend, "We gotta go. Right. Now."
Oh man.
I basically ran to the car, leaving the remaining sandwich sitting on the table. We drove away and my friend and I laughed about it for the rest of the time I was in New Orleans.
Huh.
Yep,